Numbers chapter 11. And it came to be when the people were as complainers, it was evil in the ears of Yah. And Yah heard it, and his displeasure burned. And the fire of Yah burned among them, and consumed those in the outskirts of the camp. And the people cried out to Moshe, and Moshe prayed to Yah, and the fire died down. Then he called the name of the place Taberah, because the fire of Yah had burned among them. And the mixed multitude who were in their midst lusted greatly. So the children of Israel also wept again and said, Who has given us meat to eat? We remember the fish which we ate without cost in Mizraim, the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic. But now our being is dried up. There is naught to look at but this manna. Now the manna was like coriander seed. It is the appearance like the appearance of bdellium. And the people went about and gathered it, ground it in millstones, or beat it in the mortar, and cooked it in a pot, and made cakes of it. And its taste was as the taste of cakes baked with oil. And when the dew fell on the camp at night, the manna fell on it. And Moshe heard the people weeping throughout their clans, each man at the door of his tent. And the displeasure of Yah burned exceedingly, and in the eyes of Moshe it was evil. So Moshe said to Yah, Why have you done evil to your servant? And why have I not found favor in your eyes to put burden on all these people on me? Was it I who conceived all these people? Was it I who brought them forth? That you should say to me, Carry them in your bosom, as the foster father carries a nursing child, to the land which you swore to your fathers? Where am I to get meat and give all these people? For they weep before me, saying, Give us meat to eat. I am unable to bear all these people alone, because the burden is too heavy for me. And if you are doing this to me, kill me. Please kill me, if I have found favor in your eyes, and let me not see my evil. Then Yah said to Moshe, Gather to me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom you know to be the elders of the people and officers over them, and bring them to the tent of appointment, and let them stand there with you. And I shall come down and speak with you there, and shall take the spirit that is on you, and put on them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with you, so that you do not bear it yourself alone. And say to the people, Set yourselves apart for tomorrow, and you shall eat meat, because you have wept in the hearing of Yah, saying, Who has given us meat to eat? For it was well with us in Mizraim. And Yah shall give you meat, and you shall eat. You are going to eat, not 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, nor 10 days, nor 20 days, but for a new moon of days, until it comes out of your nostrils and becomes an abomination to you, because you have rejected Yah who is among you, and have wept before him, saying, Why did we come up out of Mitzrayim? And Moshe said, The people in whose midst I am are 600,000 men on foot, and you have said, I have give them meat to eat for a new moon of days. Could flocks and herds be slain for them, to be sufficient for them? Or could all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them, to be sufficient for them? And Yah said to Moshe, Is the arm of Yah too short? Now see whether my word meets you or not. And Moshe went out and spoke to the people the words of Yah, and he gathered 70 men of the elders of the people, and placed them around the tent. And Yah came down in the cloud and spoke to him, and took the spirit that was upon him, and placed the same upon the 70 elders. And it came to be, when the spirit rested upon them, that they prophesied, but did not continue. However, 2 men had remained in the camp. The name of one was Eldad, and the name of the other Medad. And the spirit rested upon them. Now they were among those listed, but did not go out to the tent, and they prophesied in the camp. And the young man ran and informed Moshe and said, Eldad and Medad are prophesying in the camp. And Yeshua, son of Nun, Moshe's assistant from his youth, answered and said, Moshe, my master, forbid them. Then Moshe said to them, Are you jealous for my sake? Or that all people of Yah were prophets, that Yah will put his spirit upon them? And Moshe returned to the camp, both he and the elders of Israel. And the wind went forth from Yah, and it brought quail from the sea, and let them fall beside the camp about a day's journey on this side, and about a day's journey on the other side, all around the camp, and about 2 cubits above the surface of the ground. And the people were up all that day, and all that night, and all the next day, and gathered the quail. He who has least gathered 10 homers. And they spread them out for themselves all around the camp. The meat was still between their teeth before it was chewed. And the wrath of Yah burned against the people. And Yah struck the people with an exceeding great plague. Then he called the name of that place Kibroth Hatta'awa, because they buried the people who had lusted. And from Kibroth Hatta'awa, the people set out for Hazeroth, and they were at Hazeroth.